What's up, guys? It's Trevor and Tate here. Today we just got in the brand new Mizuno S3s and the Mizuno JPX Forge, which completes the lineup. Mizuno says, hold my beer. We're not going to give you 5. We're not going to give you 6. We're not going to give you 7. We're going to give you 8 iron heads to choose from. That's like 4 too many.
Yeah.
So we're going to break it down, show you where there's overlap in the lineup. We're going to eliminate and try to narrow it down for you and tell you which ones you really should be shopping for as mid-handicappers.
Yep.
We're going to hit them, tell you which ones are for what players. Specifically, I'm a 14 handicap. He's a 4 handicap. So the average golfer is going to review the Mizuno's products, which are one of the best irons on the market. Let's roll, baby. All right, Tate. So in the game improvement section, we have basically most forgiving to absolutely brutal blades and everything in between.
Yes.
So we have the JPX Hot Metal High Launch, which is going to be their most forgiving, most game improvement head. We have just the core JPX Hot Metal. And then we have the JPX Hot Metal Pro. Then from there, the last one in the JPX lineup is the Forged.
That's brand new.
That's brand new. So this is their fully forged, their only club that's fully forged in the JPX lineup.
Yeah. This is probably going to be their selling. This is going to be the hot commodity as normal. But just like we've seen, this is a wonderful core of irons, especially for the average golfer.
And they are hot.
Yeah, they are.
And then from there, we have the Mizuno Pro Series, okay? So we have the Mizuno 245, which is their hollow body. The 245, full hollow body. Now this is gonna be a player's distance category, but it's gonna look a lot like the blade, like side by side compared to the blade. I don't know if the camera's picking this up, but you can barely tell them apart until you look down at the top line. Then from there, we're gonna go to the Mizuno Pro 243. Now this is where we start to really feel that iconic Mizuno feel, that buttery grain forged process.
The Japanese forgery, some would say.
Japanese forgery, some would say. Now this Mizuno Pro is built off the old Mizuno Tour head, but they rebranded it into the Pro lineup. We'll talk about it when we get into it, but much cleaner lines, much more muted, not as much chrome. Triple cut sole, so different turf interaction.
It's interesting too that they've added a club head between these, because it used to go 243 straight to the 241.
And then of course, Mizuno is gonna have their muscle back. So let's hit a few and let's start eliminating, because I think what happens all too much, just working retail for 15 years and now being in the golf space, some brands can make you a victim of product confusion.
Yeah.
Mizuno is definitely guilty of that. They say nothing feels like a Mizuno, and I would probably say that that's true.
Yeah.
They're one of 3 irons that you should be, if you at least don't test, you've made a mistake.
Yeah.
Mizuno, Strixon, and Miura. And they're all famous for Japanese forgery.
Yeah.
That's what they're known for.
You need to be hitting them.
Yeah.
You need to be hitting them.
So, are you done checking your watch?
Yeah, sorry, somebody's calling me. Probably my wife.
Probably. Oh, well.
Ignore.
Let me know how that goes. All right, well, I'm going to start with the high launch, 7 iron. I think we're going to have to set that green at 2 hundo.
200.
Don't you think?
Yeah, put your glove on. You don't want to tear anything up. Not in here.
So as a 14 handicap, I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm not gaming these. Right?
Yeah, I mean.
But let's see what happens. So Mizuno's guilty, which every brand is guilty of called loft jacking. Their 7 iron in the Hot Metal series, I think, is like a 28 degree, which is really a 6 iron, honestly. So when you come in here for a fitting, you're like, man, that went 20 yards further. Yeah, well, one, it's a 6 iron. It's not really a 7
So
iron.
what they did is they just quick buffed out the letter and just changed it.
Yeah, but they still go further. They're still hot.
Yeah.
Now the high launch it's not quite as loft jacked. I think it's a 30 degree. However, it's wide. I mean, I can see the bottom of that club. That top line is a thick old fat fatty. Not quite.
It's actually your normal 7 iron carry.
Well, I towed it.
Yeah, that's a great miss.
Let's see.
168.
Yeah, just the toe. But they're going to be forgiving. I mean, I was way off the toe.
There you go.
Yeah,
that's carrying 200.
Slinging it in there.
192.
Really forgiving, really hot. Doesn't feel too clicky. It doesn't have that full forged feel.
No.
But it doesn't feel bad. I'm not complaining about this club at all.
No, when the hot metal lineup came in, what was that, 3 years ago?
Yeah.
When it got released, it made a dent in the market.
See, that's thin. That's sayonara. All right, you give it a go.
Yep.
See what you think.
Okay, so the hot metal high launch, it's made to produce distance, height, slower swing speeds. You can put a light shaft on this. This thing is made to produce distance and height, which is why it's at the top of the game improvement
It's just
lineup.
made for speed, baby.
Yeah.
I got a need for speed. Who says that?
Wow. Ricky Bobby?
No. No, he says if you ain't first, you're last. Who says I got a need for speed?
I don't know. Nicolas Cage?
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise.
Which movie?
Top Gun.
Eyes Wide Shut.
What's the movie?
No, it's I think it's Top Gun or what's the race car one? Tropic Thunder. No.
Tropic Thunder?
Top Gun. I think it's Top Gun.
He didn't say it in Tropic Thunder, I don't think.
He's not. Oh, I forgot. He is in Tropic Thunder.
He's just not Tom Cruise.
He's got big hands in that movie.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, it's just gonna go. It's just gonna go.
Yeah.
It's gonna fly 200. No.
Almost 190. It was clicky, but it felt good.
Mm-hmm.
That was a really pure strike there.
It's a sleeper game improvement iron.
All right, that's all I need to see.
Yeah. So it works. So now we're gonna go to the standard hot metal.
High launch.
Let's
Going
get a
away.
look here. So a little bit thinner sole. Top line is pretty similar. Badging's a little different. Blue on the high launch, white on the core model. So this is where the loft jacking really starts because this is like a 28
Yeah. And
degree.
what's your current 7-iron? 34? 34?
34.
34?
So that's 60. That's a full club. Full club different. Okay, at address, looks identical.
To the HO?
Yep. Oh, that's so bad. Man, but that is forgiving. I mean, that was off of the grooves, off the toe.
There you go. Dude, look at that thing.
Yeah. Honestly, I felt no difference. No difference between that and the high launch.
Okay.
This is what I'm talking about, some product overlap. Oh no. Let's see. Let's see how forgiving it is.
Heavy and heely. Still carried 185 for a heavy heel.
You know, we've been doing so many of these videos. You want to try a game?
Sure.
I'm gonna close my eyes and I'm gonna tell you how you hit it just based on sound. I promise I'm not cheating.
Okay.
That's flush.
Yeah. Yes, it was. Groove low maybe, but
Oh, you want me to get that specific? I can.
so make sure you get his face, how he's covering it.
I'm not cheating.
This is legit.
That's another flush one.
Yeah, literally the exact same thing, just a groove low. Feels great though.
That's heavy heel. It's pushing out right. Oh, it's way left.
It was heavy and heel, but that's because I was trying to play a big draw.
Man, I'm getting good. People probably think I'm cheating, just like they thought I picked all the golf balls right. All right, so based on that, I think, and I don't know, I'm just gonna make an executive decision
Yeah.
to help simplify this process at home. This can just go away.
Yes.
Just eliminate that from the product lineup.
Yep.
The high launch is 2 degrees weaker, which doesn't hurt you. If anything, I think it helps you.
Produces better
Because people that
spin.
need this club need help getting the ball in the air anyways.
Yeah.
So that high launch is actually more helpful than the core model.
Okay.
Now the pro model, if we eliminate the core model,
Yep.
top line's definitely thinner,
Mm-hmm.
not as big of a fatty.
Mm-hmm.
Big difference there.
Yep. Less offset.
Are you just yepping me to yep me?
I mean, you're spitting facts, so what else am I going to say?
Okay.
Less offset, so if you're less struggle with the slice.
Yeah, it's definitely starting to get more attractive, a little thinner looking.
Well, and you played that club.
Yeah,
I
I
watched
did
you play the
this.
wind with that thing and smoke a palm tree from
Yeah.
30 yards out.
Push, 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 push. Just got behind it.
Yeah. It's okay. That's a good, I mean, for a push, a little heavy push, 190
happen.
yards.
It's gonna happen.
A little
See,
heavy
they're-
again, huh?
Heavy, but they're just like too, like rockety, like just stingers.
Okay, let me try one. Ooh, heavy pull.
Yeah, not terribly heavy, but
no.
actually pretty good strike.
Flush. That's my bad.
No, it was pulled a little
I'm
bit.
not as good as you. Yeah, but the pull only came because I thought it was
So,
heavy.
not nearly enough spin. Launch is too low. Descent angle is way too low. Just for me, it's way too loft jack.
Which, when you loft jack, you're automatically going to lose spin, and you're going to sacrifice a little bit of that distance or that height, that launch
Now,
angle.
I will say these are only 7-iron fitting heads. You'll like these in the 4 and 5 irons.
Oh yeah. Ooh, thin.
Yep.
A little push, but it's
skinny.
Still at the green.
Pull again.
Oh.
One more.
Oh, flush.
I hate it. It makes me want to puke.
Okay, Hot Metal Pro. If I was gonna play something in the Hot Metal lineup, this would be the one. Ooh, toey. Wow, are you kidding me? It's a good toe.
See, it is. Yeah, it is forgiving. Fat.
Fat toe. No, center of the face again. See, I don't get as much feedback. That's one of the pros of this club.
So after hitting it, what do you think? High launch it is?
High launch is the winner.
So, yeah, it's not that those are bad. This is just all you need. It's perfect. It's a perfect game improvement iron. It's really, really hot. It's not too loft jacked. It's going to help get the ball in the air, and it feels really good and sounds good. It's got those, I don't know if the camera picks up those ribs in there. That's for the sound. And so is this bar right here. Really well-designed club, and it's all you need. It's all they really need to offer in a game improvement iron, I think.
Okay, so real quick, we're gonna do a video on this, but you think about the QI35s, the Callaway Elites, the PXG Gen 7 XPs, the Cleveland wedges, or the Cleveland Zipcore irons. You would eliminate all those right away, and that's what you would throw in versus
Up
those
against
guys.
those? Yes.
Okay.
And that's what is going to happen when we do that video. This is the JPX Forged. I think this is like the unicorn of irons. So we have the triple cut sole for really good turf interaction. We have the it's built on the JPX chassis for extra forgiveness. It's got this sound bar here, so it should help us with sound. 30-degree loft.
Okay, so we're getting warmer.
We're getting warmer. And actually I think this is gonna fall into, instead of the game improvement, this is gonna fall more in the player distance. So more like a P790, a PXG Gen 7, a Callaway AI 200, Strixon ZXi5.
Yeah.
This is gonna fall in that category. So this, I think, is the unicorn because it's gonna be just as forgiving I shouldn't say just as forgiving as the hot metals. It's gonna be really forgiving, gonna help you with distance, but it's gonna have the iconic feel that we can come to expect and love in the Mizuno Pro Series. It's a fully grain flow forged. And what does that grain flow forge mean? It means they take that stainless steel or that steel billet.
Yeah.
Literally looks like a piece of rebar, and it's literally including the hosel stamped.
Just
forged.
hammered and hammered and hammered by a hydraulic machine.
And that's what gives you that buttery Mizuno feel. Now, apparently, this is the only one that has variable face thickness during the forging process. They're able to access the back of the face from behind the club.
And what does that do? It's like a trampoline.
Yeah, the COR is bigger, so our trampoline effect is bigger, more stable. See how this ring is all the way around here?
Yep.
That just helps with stability with this outer ring. So it should give us a nice trampoline effect without rocket balls.
And you think about it, with like a trampoline, if you're jumping in the middle of the trampoline, you're gonna get the most bounce. The further you move to the edges, the more doled out your bounce and reaction is. So it's key to be able to spread that sweet spot out a little bit. But too, Trevor, I think between the Hot Metal Pro and the 245, that is where they needed a club the most. So that's why I'm excited for this.
But it comes in black.
Oh, my God, that looks good.
Yeah. Silver or black? Tell us in the comments. So I'm actually on the hunt for something just like this. And that's why I'm really excited to hit it.
Okay.
Because I really need more forgiveness. I'm playing the ZXi7 and 5s.
Yeah.
And I play those because I'm a feel guy and I just love the way they feel off the face.
Yeah.
And I just don't get that from a 790. The foam-filled clubs, the hollow body clubs, I just like that forged feel. This supposedly is fully forged feel plus the forgiveness of player's distance. Yep.
You need to hit another one?
Love it. Love it. That felt so stable.
Did you love it?
I loved it. Not quite spinny enough, but I like the launch and descent angle.
Yeah.
Look at this top line on this thing. It looks like a player's club.
You think it's smaller than the ZX7? ZXi7?
I think so. That's thin. Let's see what it does. Watch it. Watch it. Watch it. Yep, that's on the green. Yeah. I've seen enough. I think this is the exact club that I've been searching for. And
That felt really good.
did it
Felt
feel
really soft. Holy cow.
that's like the iconic Mizuno feel.
Yeah, we're not talking like 243, but maybe the 245, it feels just as soft.
No, 245 feels nothing like this. 245's hollow body.
Yeah, but it still's got that face, that forged face. Still feels really
Not
good.
fully forged.
No, there's definitely some welding
Not
going
that
on.
Japanese forgery that we've been seeking.
Oh,
Oh
thin.
no, watch it. See, that's green side. Maybe this isn't your stick.
Maybe.
Now at 30 degrees, to me, it's still a little strong. Especially in Colorado, we don't need help with distance. That's a good one. How'd that feel?
Felt really good.
Yeah. We don't need help with distance. And in fact, the weaker lofted clubs, I tend to hit better.
Yeah.
As crazy as that sounds. Like my TWs, that 35 degree 7-iron.
Play a fade here and get that spin up.
Yeah, just do it. Nope. So is that staying in the lineup?
Yeah, so this completes the JPX lineup. So now we're gonna be moving on to something bigger and better.
All right, now we're moving into the pro lineup. 30 degree loft, just like the JPX. Honestly, I think you're gonna see a lot of overlap in these clubs in the way that they perform.
Okay.
Not the way that they feel. Not to be confused with the way they feel,
Okay.
but the way they perform.
Yeah. Now, this has been up until now my favorite club that they make. I actually had a set of
Oh,
these
why?
come in black. Remember that? Didn't end up gaming them, but I had them.
You
for a while.
wanted to.
I wanted to game them bad.
Another big thing we forgot to talk about in the forge, Tate,
Yep.
really big thing, and this is going to start happening now that it really starts with the forged. What's really cool about Mizuno is they self-combo set.
Yes.
So I forgot to mention the 7-iron on the forged, the 7-iron through 4-iron or 3-iron, whatever they go to, they're using nickel chromoly. So it's a harder metal, but it's a lot hotter and more stable. So it gives you more stability and it's hotter. They go
And
for
your long irons.
Gives you more forgiveness. 8-iron through gap wedge, we're going to that carbon steel. That's when you get that extra buttery feel.
So in your scoring irons, it should feel like you're almost hitting the fully forged, guys.
Yes.
Well, it is fully forged, but you know what I mean.
Yes, and your scoring irons is going to feel even softer.
Yeah.
These are also combo setted. There's tungsten weighting in 2 through 7. The leading drive with this is cosmetics.
Yeah.
Because it looks just like the muscle back.
And last year's black models that they dropped, the special editions.
Nope. Nope. But forgiving. Look at that.
Yeah, 190-yard thinny. Toey?
Yeah, it's a little toey. It's a hollow body. Doesn't feel anything like a Mizuno.
Really?
I mean, not like it doesn't have that Mizuno feel, no. I think they lose what makes them Mizuno with this club, in my opinion.
Wow.
You can order these weak too, so it's 30, so you can go 2 degrees weak.
Okay. So I'm on the exact opposite spectrum of Trevor. This has always been my favorite of the Mizuno lineup, but my handicap has dropped, so the 243 is not out of my wheelhouse, I don't think. I did get a full set of these, and I didn't like them very much. God, they feel good, though.
I think where you're gonna see this club have its benefits is in your longer irons.
Yeah.
I learned in that training too, they stamp it 245 on the face because it looks so much like the 241. They actually put a label on it. Okay, you've seen enough. Talk to me.
I got
Too
one more.
springy or
One more.
doesn't
No,
have
it
that
feels
same
good.
feel, right?
It does come off a little dead feeling.
The forge feels way better.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
Way better.
Oh, but that one felt good. Yeah, still not as good though. From the looks though, it's a 10.
Would you pull this out of the lineup? Or does it just look too good?
Straight performance-wise, I think I would. I
Yeah.
think I think you have no choice. Starting with 8 heads, something has to fall.
Okay, so let's pull it. I think there's too much overlap compared to this to the forged. If they didn't have the forge, I'd keep it in the lineup.
Oh, for sure.
But I think it gives you everything the forge gives you. But the forge feels so much better.
All right, 243 time.
All right, now we're getting into traditional loft, closer to traditional lofts. 243 is going to have the 32 degree head. Okay, in the 7-iron, same thing, combo set. There's chromoly from 7 on up, 8 down to whatever is your carbon steel scoring irons. There is a micro slot in here. You can't see it, of course, but if you cut this club in half, there's a micro slot in here for forgiveness. You can see this little weight is added in the back, more of a cavity back design. The layer of copper in there to make it nice and soft. Now this is a much smaller head profile.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. This is
More
the first
rounded
step.
off.
You get a very significantly smaller club head. Intimidatingly small.
But that you should, again, get the best of both worlds because you're going to have that cavity back that's going to give you that extra stability. Now, with this smaller, more compact head profile, we should be able to, start shaping our shots, things like that. Yeah, feels soft. Caught that one a little skinny.
Dunk,
feels good.
Dunk.
Feels real good.
So what are you looking for when you move to this head? You want a better feel, you want better spin, better launch characteristics. Everything should be better.
Yeah. Well, except maybe forgiveness.
Yeah. Okay,
Yep, just
heavy.
drew that one, but it feels so good. I wouldn't say it feels softer than the Forge, though. They feel like the same to me. Speeds up a little bit because I think that head's real.
It's not softer than the Forged?
No. Maybe I just didn't flush them. But I think you can move this ball a lot. So
That's arguably the softest club on the market.
can I hit a fade here?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yep. Fat fade.
Dead straight.
See, this is probably the club I would, when I'm looking at the Mizuno lineup, I want to play.
Yeah.
I'm just not quite there. You know? There it is. There it is. That was more of a push.
Soft?
Yeah, real soft. But this, I think, absolutely belongs in the lineup.
Oh, yeah. I think a lot of the tour guys are playing this club.
Yep. Yeah. You can really do what you want with it with that small head profile.
Yeah, you can.
And it feels great. I didn't mean to say that the Forge felt softer. What I meant to say is the Forge feels almost every bit as good as this, while simultaneously being extremely more forgiving.
This is only 32.
Yeah. So it's still a little stronger lofted.
It is kind of stronger lofted.
Yep.
Wow.
Oh no.
Starting off with a fat.
Oh, you hate to see it.
That's the first Haza rocket in a while.
First Hazy.
Wow. Good spin.
It's a nice spin. It's probably all side spin. You just can't hit it.
I can't hit it.
That's weird. I thought this was gonna be your club. Or are you just in a bad spell?
Yeah,
right?
I'm in like a bad mind space right now too.
Well, I hate that. Get out of that.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
Talk to me about the feel.
Fantastic.
Like one of the better feelings clubs you've ever hit when you
Yes.
flush it.
Yeah. Like this, we just did our video on the TWs.
Mm-hmm.
This, I think, feels just as soft, if not softer than the TW.
Okay.
It feels great. Okay. 243's in the books.
It is definitely staying. Honestly, there's really, even the 245, we're just taking it out to simplify the
Yeah.
line logic. But
There's plenty of guys that'll play
Mizuno
it.
Pros are just, the craftsmanship is so good. You'd hate to see it leave the line. All right, now this was one I thought, what are we doing, Mizuno? This seems like a lot of overlap.
This is just a weird gap to fill, to me.
Yeah, because these seem like they're going to be neck and neck. But what they said when I was watching the training is this is really, there's nothing fancy here. It's just the nice soft carbon steel copper inlay, just a straight players club.
Got it. But it's slight more forgiveness than this.
Well, obviously it's got a little bit of a cavity, not much. Triple cut sole, just like the Forged.
Okay.
So different turf interaction, obviously different sheen, different finish, and harder lines. I can understand adding this because once you get to the tour level, guys start getting really picky. Very, very intimidating.
Now, if I know Trevor like I know Trevor, this will be the club he hits the best.
That's so fat, but man, it felt soft. It is really soft. Softer than the Forged.
Softer than the 243?
Yeah.
Wow.
Though that bad shot was, I can't imagine what a good one feels like. Oh
you
my
go.
gosh, that felt so good.
Dude, look at that. Wow. Wow. Well, Owen Wilson.
Oh, dang it.
Blocked her.
Dang it. It just still felt so good.
Look at that ball flight. That's the highest one you've hit.
Dang, that felt good. I hate confusing myself. I just hate it. I just want to make up my mind and pick a club and just play it this year.
I would love for you to do that.
I can't when I keep reviewing awesome clubs.
Yeah. You just got to not let it bother you at all.
How can I not let it bother me? It felt so good.
It's hard.
Oh my gosh, that felt good. I just hit them better.
Yeah.
Don't I?
Yeah.
Or no?
No, you definitely do.
The loft jacking, I think, screws me up sometimes. I hit
for
traditional lofts better.
Yeah.
Or no?
No, definitely. And our comment section was going nuts on that too. There were several people saying traditional lofts just go better.
What about an S3/Forge combo set? Is that ridiculous?
I went right where your mind was going right before you even said it. It's just you just don't do that.
That's what I want to do.
You'd have like 2 clubs in this.
Don't
It is
do
small.
Don't do it unless you're prepared to be confused.
It is small.
Are you ready to be confused?
Yeah. I'm ready.
You don't like to be confused, so I would recommend not.
I'll just start off with a knuckleball.
That's pretty forgiving.
That is forgiving. Just not striking
Did
it
it
well
feel
today. Yeah, well, that one rattled my hands a little bit. So no, it didn't feel good. But well, that one was
That felt nice.
super good. That I think is softer than the 243.
It's softer than 243, yes. And it's softer than TW.
So this is 2 degrees weaker. So I got 5,000 spin on that one. It was just still a little low for me. But it carried further. I love it. That's exactly what I want to see.
Because you got some height under it.
Yeah. The ball
And a
flight's better.
Way better spin.
Oh my gosh, dude. All right, one more. It feels fantastic.
One of the best clubs you've ever hit, feel-wise.
Soft-wise, yeah.
We're going to have to put these Japanese brands head-to-head.
Yeah. And I'm not hitting it great today, so I'd love to feel it when I'm in a good ball striking day.
There is zero chance we're taking that out of the lineup. If anything, it might make me take the 243 out of the lineup.
Honestly, you could.
No, this is a lot more forgiving than that. All right, blade time. Honestly, after hitting that, I don't know what the blade's gonna gain you.
Aesthetics, and this is one of the few true blades left on the market.
This is almost.
It's just not. If you have a tour guy, they're not getting over that to that.
Yeah, that looks pretty good.
Or even collegiate golfers, those guys that are just elite ball strikers, they're not leaving this for this.
How many players have we sold this to who really shouldn't be playing this?
Almost every single one that bought this club shouldn't be playing it.
Did we warn them?
Oh yeah, we warn them every time. Every time.
From looking over the top, it's just glossier.
Yeah.
Looks the same footprint. A little skinny. Didn't feel as soft.
That's a great miss hit with that club.
Wasn't that skinny, but
190, holy crap.
yep.
She's soft?
Yeah, but I think I like the S3. It's so weird, Tate. Like I hit these tour clubs better.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird?
It is weird, but you do. Remember when you bought those Nike blades? Did you hit those ones better?
I don't want to talk about it though.
What did you do with those? You sell those?
Yeah, I sold them.
You should have kept those around.
I know.
2020's hindsight.
I
But,
said I don't want to talk about it.
okay, sorry.
Last one.
There
Yep.
you go.
I just
Just can't miss it today. It's a great day. Too bad there's snow on the ground, otherwise you'd be playing.
the Mizuno lineup is by far one of the best lineups in golf.
It's for sure the strongest. It's got to be the strongest iron lineup in golf. Gosh, it feels so good.
Feels softer than the S3, about the same, you think?
That one felt softer, but I didn't strike my S3s like you did. Oh my.
Oh yeah. Oh,
I had
yeah.
to club twirl that one, brother.
It's fairly stable for a blade, didn't you think?
Dude, that ball flight's just insane.
All right, so there's the simplified line logic, guys. I think we go hot metal high launch for game improvement, then to round out the 923 series, fully forged JPX Forged.
Yeah.
They got creative with that name. This is the unicorn. I think this is my favorite in the bunch. It checks every single stinking box.
It's the best edition. This is the edition that's going to affect the market the most.
Yeah, the average player.
Yes, this one will affect really good players.
This one affected me.
Yeah, but yeah, but this was the one that's going to. If you have been in the Mizuno lineup and you didn't pull the trigger yet, get your hands, go demo this, or come in here and demo this, because this thing is fire.
Mid-handicappers, players distance category. If you don't hit this, you've made a colossal mistake. Then we got the 243, the S3, the surprise of the bunch for me, and then of course the muscleback, the straight blade. So that's 5. Let's bring the rest back in so we can recap. The majority of players will be right here, one of these two.
Okay, so
This
we
probably
eliminated.
make up 80% of Mizuno sales right here, I think.
We eliminated 3 clubs.
Yep.
We eliminated the 245, which is the pro lineup. Other than that, the pro lineup stayed untouched. Then we eliminated the Hot Metal Pro and the Hot Metal, the core model.
The Mizuno Pro S3 is on a 4-year life cycle.
Wow, so that
So
bad
if
boy's
you're
not
a
getting
guy
touched.
that, like, once you find a club you don't like changing and you get sick and tired of new clubs coming out all the time, this won't be updated for 4 years.
That's kind of cool.
Which I think is cool. Especially, you can tell they're really targeting tour guys because tour guys don't like to change.
They don't like changing.
So that's pretty sweet.
And manufacturers kind of make them change. In contracts and
yeah,
stuff,
they're
like
under
they're
contract.
not going to let you keep playing irons that are 5 or 6 years old if they're coming out with new stuff.
So there's the 8 iron heads. Let us know in the comment section which ones you like. You definitely need to give Mizuno a try. We have all the heads here if you want to come hit them. A sleeper brand. Well, no, they're not really a sleeper brand with irons. They're a sleeper brand in the game improvement.
Yes.
In this area,
that category.
This is sleeper for them. They're known for this, but these really are fantastic.
People are starting to wake up on these in the last year.
Yeah. So we're going to do a test of the Japanese too. We're going to go Mura versus Mizuno versus Strixon. That's going to be in an upcoming video. Selfishly, I want to know.
Yeah. It's
For
a test
myself.
you're going to do anyway, so we might as well record.
Doing it anyways, we might as well roll the footage.
Yeah.
I got to get on the phone and order a set of S3s.
You serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
You going to order a set of S3s
Yeah.
for yourself?
Did you want a set? Which one do you want?
I already have what I want.
No, I think you need these.
Oh my gosh.
You want to do it? You want to order a set?
I mean, yeah, we probably should.
All right, let's get one ordered.
Let's do it.
All right, we'll see you guys next time.